Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Monday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, on the show, guys, let's talk and discuss the MOTU ThunderCats artwork packaging reveal. As you can see here, part of Wave 1 here, from Lino to Battle Cat Man and Cheetara here, and a glimpse, I believe, of the upcoming Beast Man and Trapjaw here for some artwork here. Of course, I want to give full credit right here. This is all through Toy Habits. Please, right here. Once again, they've done an amazing job breaking the news here. I will always leave a link of their website in the description below. Check them out for all the latest news on Masters of the Universe, ThunderCats, G.I. Joe, any toy line you like to collect, all right? But once again, all right, this is all through Toy Habits, and I'm not being sponsored. Once again, I want to make that clear. I'm not being sponsored by Toy Habits. It's just free of mouth right here, all right? But as you can see, gorgeous artwork right here of the upcoming packaging right here of the news wave and crossover event for the ThunderCats Master Universe line right there. All right, we'll take a look at them very closely here. All right, and once again, I do apologize. I want to bring up the shaky camera, everybody, so I do apologize. I'll do my very best to keep it steady here, guys. All right, there. A little video here, which I can try to play. I can try to play, but I feel like it's not going to work, guys, so hang on, everybody. Hang on. I'll try it, okay? Once again, everybody, I do apologize. The video did not load. Just had a lot of commercials on it, so I do apologize. But this is a very big, beautiful artwork of the back of the packaging for Lino here. I've got the big head sculpt right here. And I'm going to scroll down here, maybe get it smaller. See ThunderCats right there. Right there. The video still trying to load in as well, unfortunately. Well, here it is. Here's the packaging right here. I'm trying if I can make it the packaging larger, I'm hoping. There we go. Hang on, guys. Make it. But as you can see, I'm gonna see if I can make the images bigger, guys. Hang on, everybody. All right, everybody. That's better right there. Looks like that's an ad here. Hang on. All right. But there you go. Look at this beautiful artwork right here. So this is the new packaging for the ThunderCats Master Universe brand here. Right, you got Lino, Lord of the ThunderCats. You got the beautiful black starry sky, Master Universe. This X right here. In between right here, ThunderCats, Lino, the Lord of the ThunderCats. You got the blue rocks and the gold and the yellow blasting around the logos here. And there's the image of Lino right here. Looks really good. Very nice, beautiful. Very rich. The colors are, once again, I have to give, full credit to the Mattel art department here. I mean, these images are very rich, very beautiful, very vibrant colors here from the packaging here, from this new line here, this new crossover event for the ThunderCats and Master Universe. It looks really, really good right here. Wow. This is like almost there, but look at that nice shot of Lino here in the packaging. How he's going to look like in the packaging. You got the sort of omens right there. You can see in the back of him his secondary head sculpt right there, or hair. If you want to make him more of a traditional ThunderCat, if you wish, you can do that. All right, looks like he already has the claw shield in hand right there, and there is his extra hand right there. If you want to swipe out, if you wish, got the beautiful armor right there. Looks really, really good. Got the Mattel logo here. All right. Now, unlike the Turtles of Grayskull lineup we saw, which had the Master Universe and the ThunderCats, stickers all on the bubble here. As you can see, no stickers at all for the ThunderCats Master Universe. So it's very clean packaging here, which is nice. All right. Let's scroll down for some more artwork, I hope. All right. And here's the back of it right here. Little bio here of Lino here, Lord of the ThunderCats right there. Ancient Forces of Evil from Third Earth to Third Eternia right there. Got Grayskull in the background looking gorgeous. There he is. There's a little Lino right there. Nice little head sculpt right there of him as well. You can see the Mumra Skeletor mashup right there. And of course, the cross cell. This does include a comic, which is nice. Now, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to show any images of the comic yet. but I'm sure it's going to be an amazing story right there. And of course, the cross sell of the other warriors in this wave. Only three figures plus the deluxe figure of Skeletor and Mumra coming to wave 1. Battle Cat Man, the most powerful, powerful cat in the universe, right there. Cheetara. Where's a little description of where you can put the Sword of Omens in the back of Lino if you wish. All right, very good. But like I said, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. It's like, it's one step closer for us collectors. It's coming very soon. Seeing these images, seeing the package images, gets me hyped, gets me excited for this crossover event. Two of my favorite brands of all time coming into one. I cannot wait. And this is like I said, one step closer. It's bringing, very close to, getting it in our hands. Right here, there's more bio here. Of course, more size shot of Lino here. As you can see, the head sculpt right there. So let me know, everybody, what are your thoughts and feelings about this, about the new artwork and packaging, revealed here, thanks to Toy Habits. Once again, check them out. I will leave a link of the description of their website, in the description below. And they talk all things Master Universe, G.I. Joe, all toy brands, not just Master Universe. All right, ThunderCats as well, Transformers, anything, I believe, all right? But I always go for the Master Universe sites here for anything breaking news here. And when I saw this, I had to show you guys and talk about it. All right, very cool. There's another side of Lino. You can see that, barely a good shot of his shoulder guard right there. Right there, looks good. So you can see, we can see Cheetara here. All right, of course, there's Lino himself, if you wish. There he is. And it looks like he's wearing his normal hair, his ThunderCats looking hair right there, and not the Master Universe variant of hair right there. Oh, very interesting right here is his claw shield. If this is going to be the claw shield here, I don't know how I feel about that. Looks very unique, very different from what we've seen, in ThunderCats, lore. So it's going to be a very different take. I'm assuming this is the claw shield, but a different take on it from the Master Universe side right here. Got the beautiful Cats logo here on his chest and belt right there. I love the Sword of Omens right there. Has the eyes shut. The eyes of the Sword of Omens is not the cat's eye or the cat's full image on the sword here, which is very interesting. All right, looking good. Let's go down for some more here, more information here. More Lino here, looking good. All right. Of course, there's his Master Universe look right here with his head sculpt right there with the armor. All right, more Lino here. So I can say, okay, here it is. Now here's Cheetara, right there. And like Lino, she's got a beautiful head sculpt right there in the back of the packaging, right there. Beautiful imagery of her. I'm kind of curious if the image of the back of the packagings of these figures connect. I think that'd be like to show a beautiful artwork of the figures, with all the head sculpts with the packaging, make it connect, make it beautiful, like this one beautiful artwork, display, for us collectors out there. And here's Cheetara, the fastest feline in the universe, right there. Got the same beautiful logo here from the ThunderCats. Got the rocks blasting around her. Looks absolutely amazing. And like Lino, you can see her extra head sculpt, or her hair right there. Her more of her traditional Cheetara look right there with her. There she is in packaging. There's her bow staff right there. Her extra legs as well. To give you more of that traditional Cheetara look, if you wish, to have that. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to buy 2 of these figures of the ThunderCats line to display them in their normal ThunderCats look, and possibly their He-Man Master Universe look as well. And that's one thing the Turtles of Grayskull didn't really give us, with the Turtles, giving us their actual Turtles look, to include in this lineup, in the Turtles of Grayskull lineup. They always had that armor. And, I mean, yes, you can take the armor off, but, from the Turtles, but not even, I don't think Mikey, you can create a true version of Mikey in that Turtles of Grayskull lineup because the armor he had with him. But with Thundercats here, I'm hoping that every Thundercat will allow you to display them, in their full Thundercats form and not just the He-Man form as well. All right, looking good. All right, there's the back Cheetara right there, and there is Trapjaw from the crossover event right there. I'm gonna get a shot of him right there. Look at the helmet right there. That looks crazy. Very cool, of course. Right, there's a nice glamour shot of her right there. And I don't, well, unless, no, I don't know if this is going to be connected or not, but it'd be great if not. But I love the imagery. I love the artwork right there of Cheetara. The back of the packaging looks beautiful. All right. Wow. Also, I'm curious, getting that Skeletor Mumra deluxe figure. What's going to be the next deluxe figure we're going to be getting in this lineup? I'm kind of curious about that. Who will be the next one? All right. Right there, of course, the cross cell. And you can actually, comes with her bow staff and her like singlet or like smaller, like smaller form right there. You can put in the arm right there. Of course, another shot of the cross cell right there. Very cool. All right, I think we're going to have some more images of Cheetara right there from the side shot right there. So once again, guys, let me know. What are your thoughts and feelings about this? Seeing these images now, the packaging now being revealed to us now for us collectors. Are you more excited now? It's like I feel like it's almost here. It's nearly here. Coming just around the corner, guys. I cannot wait to do a review of these figures with you guys, unboxings with you guys. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about this. Now you can see a very glimpse of the comic here as well. I can't show you the full thing here, but you can see at least Lionel's the sort of omens here. Very cool. All right, going back down more here. Some more Cheetara on the other side right there. All right. Beautiful. Go down more. Of course, there's images, which you've seen before with Cheetara and the other figures from Wave 1 here, like we saw with Lionel here, with the bow staff here. It looks like the cat's eye right there in the center of her armor here, of her head, right there. It looks really interesting. But beautiful. All right, looking good. All right. Now this is something that you got to be extremely careful with, is not to lose this little piece of her bow staff, as soon as I'm going to get it unboxed, I'm definitely going to plug it into her arm right there, and I'm probably going to leave it there, because I feel like this might fall into the carpet, and you're going to like lose it, and you're going to be vacuuming your carpet, and it might get sucked up in your vacuum cleaner. So just be extremely careful unboxing this, and make sure you see it too. Sometimes, even I, miss figures when I unbox, the smaller items they come with, they still left in the packaging. And so I got to go back and find it in the pack. I'm like, of something. So be extremely careful unboxing these figures, especially Cheetara here, because you might, accidentally, leave this piece right here in the bubble, in the plastic bubble. So be careful about that. Great, beautiful detail here. All right, moving right along here. The back of Cheetara here. Looks gorgeous. And look at the detail. Look at the detail of the bow staff. Got this gorgeous imagery here. It seems like it's got very cool. Very interesting. It's got this rough, like, feel to it, looks like. It's got some detail to it. All right. Of course, look at that. Now, see, that's how I'm going to display it. See, I love that. I'm definitely going to display my Thundercats in their normal form here. Look how beautiful that is. That looks great. I love that. I'm definitely going to display Cheetara, Lionel, Panthro, Tigra, anybody, from the Wily Kitten Cat, in their normal ThunderCats. Because look how good that looks. That looks great. I love the. Don't get me wrong. I love the Master Universe armor that they come with, but there's something about this. It looks clean. It looks nice. Beautiful. That looks so good. All right, moving right down for more, and there's another shot of her in her ThunderCat, full ThunderCat form right there. So cool. All right, I'm kind of curious. Well, I mean, it's the female, figure from the Master Universe line, so I'm sure you can swipe off heads if you want to put Tila's head on this body if you wish. You can do that. Anybody else, Evelyn, She-Ra, and so forth. The Sorceress is another one. All right, it's going back down for more here. Of course, there's their normal boots right there. So cool, guys. Once again, I want to thank Toy Habits. Now here's the image of Beast Man. I'm going to bring the image back up here, guys. Right there. And of course, he's got the ability to, of course, use his mind control over animals, if you wish. So we might have a Battle Cat here that is under control of Beast Man in a way, I think they try to do that in a cartoon, I believe. In one of the Filmation cartoons, he was trying to make Cringer a part of a circus, I believe. And I think Cringer was able to break the spell, or has never been able to, or at least didn't have the ability to. Beastman did not have the ability to use his mind control over Cringer or Battle Cat. But look at that image of Beastman; looks really cool. All right, and there's a Cringer or Battle Cat right there, without the mask right there. All right, looking good right there. Got the Master Universe logo here. Once again, in the back of the packaging. Right there. More images here. And here is Battle Cats right here. Battle Cat Man, the most powerful cat in the universe. All right. Very beautiful. Very unique armor here. I mean, very unique head or like helmet with this version of Battle Cat here. It looks very cool right here. All right. Right there. There's a better shot right there. Got Beastman and, of course, Battle Cat battling each other. Look at that. That's so cool. And a little bio here. So a whole new story for Battle Cat here. So he was part of, I guess, Battle Cat Man was part of Thundera, right there. Battle Cat Man crashes onto Third Eternia. Now proudly, protects his adopted new world here. So somewhere, they created a story for Cringer or Battle Cat where he was a Thunderian in this crossover event. That he was, with Lion-O and the other ThunderCats. He was a part of this group that crash lands on Third Eternia, right there. So a whole new story right here. Very interesting. All right. Of course, he's got that's like that Terraclaw type, armor or like there to his hands right there. We've seen with Terraclaw Skeletor as well. The comic book. And I'm sure the comic book is the same for all three figures, like we've seen with other ways of, the Adventures line to the Cartoon Collection to the Turtles of Grayskull line as well. All right, looking good. So you get some images of Battle Cat Man. Oops, I think that's it. Hang on, guys. All right, sorry everybody, I lost the image there for a second there, guys. I do apologize. Trying to get back to this image right there. Just see him in the side shot right there of a Battle Cat Man right there. We've seen with Lion-O and Cheetara. All right, so images of Thunder. There he is right there. A nice shot of him right there without the helmet. Looks really good. Really, really cool. I love the red, like, vac metal shine to this armor here. Got the ThunderCats logo here. But unfortunately, with Battlecat Man, he was never an original Thundercat. So, I mean, you can... So, I don't know if he has included something that makes him more of a Thundercat figure, and then not a He-Man figure. But being Battlecat, I don't think that's going to be the case with this version right here. But I like the fact it's very interesting, very unique, something different for Battlecat, being a part of Thundera, or being a part of that crew and group right there. Images right there. All right, but I think that's going to be it. Nice side shot right there. All right, I think that's it, guys. There's a better shot right there. Let's end it right here. All right, but let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings about the new packaging, the new artwork revealed for these amazing figures coming very soon for us collectors. Right there, I love the artwork, and like I said, the artwork looks very, very rich, very bright, vibrant, beautiful packaging here for these for the ThunderCats Heat Master Universe crossover event. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Once again, I want to give Toy Habits full credit. Please check them out. I will leave a link of their description or the website in the description below. All right, so go check them out. All right, guys. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It's been a lot of fun talking and discussing, once again, upcoming figures, vehicles, play sets, possible play sets coming to our collection. In this Master Universe ThunderCats lineup looks amazing. Seeing this artwork and packaging finally being revealed to us, it's like I say, it's just, getting us one step closer to these amazing figures to have in hand. They look absolutely amazing, bright, beautiful packaging artwork. Once again, Mattel has done an amazing job with the art department and these beautiful artwork for these packagings right there. So thank you for joining me, all right? Now tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, I'm hoping to have in my hands for Tuesday the Visible Skeletor from Wave 24 to fully unbox. My Big Bad Toy Store should be here, hopefully, within a day or two. So I'm hoping that will be the case. We'll be unboxing him. All right. So I hope you join me for that. If not, we'll be talking all things Master Universe, Superstars, Master of the Universe, CGI, ThunderCats, you name it, guys. I hope you will join me. So please join me. All right. So I hope everybody has a great Monday, and I'll see you everybody on Tuesday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.